I'm Steve Croft.
I'm Leslie Stahl.
I'm Bob Simon.
I'm Morley Safer.
I'm Dave Jones.
Welcome. Well. Why the fuck is it working? Why the fuck isn't it working? Welcome to 60 Minutes with Thomas. I'm Thomas, your host today, and we're interviewing legendary comedian, feminazi and SJW debunker, and of course musician, artist, rapist, and a lot more. Sikamikanico, also known as James S, or now he's known like Hog Fart or something. I don't know what's going on with the guy, but he's always changing his names. I first met him on his 1996 tour in Asia. I was living in China at the moment, and I got to speak with him like backstage. He was like a really nice guy. We had the same political stances on things, and it was a really nice chat. And I decided to hit him up again, just to do this episode of 60 Minutes with James S, with the legend himself. Like I said, he's an artist, he's a debunker, political activist, rapist, painter. He's a clown, he's a comedian, he's a lot. I think, name a job in the world, and he has done it. I think he even slaughtered some animals in the Congo jungle. And he's brushing his teeth right now. He's coming to the call very soon. Are there some more fun facts I can talk about? Yeah. Fuck. James is a very intelligent man. I've spoken with him so much because we're when he was on the tour, we became big friends, and he invited me to stay at his place and shit. And we actually lived together for a while. In I think it was 2005. We were doing the Opie and Anthony show together. We were regular hosts because Opie and Anthony got sick with some Chinese virus or something. And we backed him up for a while. It was just easy living in New York, and we had a really fun time together. I think we lived together for 3 years, till 2008. That's when I got my first child. He got married and did a show with, I think, it was Pretty New. And he did a Nickelodeon show with Dan Snyder. He did a lot. He did a lot of cool stuff. Because he's a cool guy, of course. Like I said, he has been a political activist. He's not right wing. He's not left wing. He's chicken wing. And what it means is he cares about a lot of stuff, really important stuff. He cares about a lot of important stuff. And some of the important stuff are stuff that has to do with political issues and political stuff. And like I said, he's a musician. He's famous for the hog rap song. We're gonna ask some questions about hog rap this episode, and he's been a big. Like I said, I've been a big fan. I've been a good friend of James for years now. For years, literal years. And I can't wait to interview him and show the world that James is really the inspiration for a bunch of stuff that you didn't know. I think you guys probably like Mr. Bungle. He was actually behind the whole idea, and he was the first bassist of the band. He before what's his name? I think it's Flea. he was like the inspiration for Bungle, and he was the inspiration for the Red Hot Chili Peppers, inspiration for Trapped. You know the band Trapped, of course. He's like a really influential dude that no one really talks about. He's just cult following in the Mr. Bungle Phantomus sex roleplay server. That's where I'm also a moderator. And I really can't wait to interview him, but he doesn't seem to show up. I bet he's just trolling me, and he doesn't want to do the interview actually. But if he actually does that, I'm gonna kill him. Because I cancelled my plans to Disneyland for this interview. I left. I didn't pick up my kids at school. My wife also didn't, so they're probably still standing there, like chilling, vibing, buzzing, whatever the kids do these days. I don't have friends anymore. I lost them all in my when had my heroin addiction last year. And I tried to get back at them, and I tried to tell them I was in rehab, but they didn't listen because they're like all fucking stupid. They said, "Oh, you killed my baby, you killed my baby, you threw my baby or something." It's like bullshit. I've maybe thrown a baby, I've maybe sold a baby or two to like a Russian guy for some heroin money, but it's not a big deal. Just make a new one. Just make a new one. Like it was just born. Who the fuck cares? You fucking pussy ass bitch that you are. But yeah, so I think he's here.
Discord call from Schmuck and a Pancake.
From Jason himself.
Discord call from Schmuck and a Pancake. That's what my phone just said to me right now.
That's so cool, man.
My phone is in Indian.
Well, now let's start the 60 minutes.
Hello.
Hello.
They call me Howard. No, they don't. That's just a little one of my funny.
You're crazy.
That's one of my funny pranks. That's my persona.
Yeah, you're a comedian. I already told them. Okay, tell me about your next stand-up special with Netflix.
Well, I'm doing a little sort of collaboration thing. You know, it's just nowadays comedy is under a threat from, you know, sort of, I guess, like Democrats and stuff.
Feminazis, SJWs.
Yeah. But like women in general. But like, I've just got a couple of my favorite like non-woke comedians. You know, Jim Carrey, Dave Chappelle, Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, he's very anti-woke.
Ricky Gervais is classic anti-woke comedian.
Yeah.
We've actually kidnapped Amy Schumer.
Oh.
We're gonna actually pull her hair out like individually for every joke we pull. If a joke lands good, we pull out one of her hairs, and if it's bad, we like cut off one of her fingers or her toes.
That's a really interesting approach. We have never seen that before. So when is the special gonna air?
The special is gonna air on April Fool next year.
Oh, amazing! I've put it in my agenda.
But it is in very early pre-alpha, you know.
Yeah, I get it. It's like work in progress.
We haven't even picked a location. We've got 3 locations in mind.
What are they?
We've got Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm.
We have Brixton Academy in London.
Of course.
And we have the mean streets of O'Block. I mean, that's one of the options that I wanted to choose because it shows I don't not like black people, just mainly women and like gays.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like them, but like, you know, they kind of ruin everything. So
that they ruin everything. So you got your start on the internet with debunking SJWs and feminazis. Why did you do that? Why did you start debunking those people?
Well, basically, when I started on the internet, I was a famous Overwatch porn collector. Basically, this means I've collected Overwatch porn of my favorite Overwatch characters. and this is a good career that you can start in the internet because you can actually give this porn to like underprivileged like youth, like in Africa and stuff like that, and they don't even have like hustler mags, they don't have Playboys. So them seeing this Overwatch porn, it's like going back in time and giving a French peasant a Coca-Cola.
Mm-hmm.
So really, it was a good thing. But then the SJWs, pink-haired feminists,
Yeah, the
they thought that it
fatsos.
was
The fatties.
these fucking man whales or woman whales, I guess.
Yeah, they them whales or something.
Yeah, Apache helicopter whales, am I right? But anyways, as I was saying, they called of this and they said that's no good. Women are not objects. We're actually humans with feelings and such. I mean, that's a theory, I guess. I don't agree with it. I don't understand it, but
You had a
power
feeling.
to them.
You had a feeling
Power
that
to
you had to
them,
stand
I
up
guess.
for it. You had to stand
Yeah,
up for
I had to stand up. So I enlisted the help of one of my friends, Adam Sandler. He
Mm.
couldn't help, so I had to go for the
Oh,
second
he did
best
it.
thing, Rob Schneider.
Wait,
But
Rob Schneider is the guy who did all those funny movies with Adam
yeah,
Sandler,
he did all those funny movies
like
with Adam Sandler.
Sohan
So,
and
so
the
yeah,
boy in the striped
but
pajamas.
basically, so the SJWs wanted to battle me, and I said, sure thing, I can beat any woman in any battle. But then we arrived at the area of the battle, which was like this park in Kentucky. It was like a park, like surrounded by trees and shit like that.
Mm-hmm. I've been
So
there.
the women, I'd say 15 women of various shapes and sizes and hair colors and like ages and shit. And it was just me and Rob Schneider. And I said, this is gonna be an easy fight. There's like two women. I mean, no, there's 15 women and there's two of us. But we can definitely easily do this because women are like awful. But you know what? The women had a trick up the sleeve. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? They ran to the park building, like the house that every park has,
Yeah,
like in regular show.
the classic house.
Yeah, the classic house, the iconic house. Anyway, they ran to this house and they started like cleaning up and like cooking and like doing household chores. And I was like, hold on a second. That wasn't what I agreed to do. And I was like, okay, we need to get out of here. So I started like running away, like down the street. It was like a really long street in this park. It actually turns out it was Central Park. But anyways, I was running down the street.
That's
It's
interesting.
it's a huge park. It's like 2 miles long. I was running down the street, sort of like
You weren't.
like a.
I heard some people claim that you were dancing down the street like Mick Jagger and David Bowie.
No, I was running down the street like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Like
But
Forrest
anyway,
Gump in this gif I sent you.
like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, yeah, it's easy to get confused. Shadow the Hedgehog is more of like a sort of like an evil sort of like demonic style of run. But anyways, I ran up the street and I went home. I got into my car. If you want to know what my car is, it is a Lamborghini. Don't worry, I paid for it all. But anyway, so this Lamborghini, it's got a Bluetooth in it. I attached my Bluetooth to it and I was like, okay, I need to calm down. I need to listen to some Lenny Kravitz to cool me down, And I said, okay, let me go on my phone, get my Lenny Kravitz up, put on a little It Ain't Over Till It's Over. But you know what? I went onto Twitter and guess what I saw?
What did you see, man?
They removed the sexy tracer emote from Overwatch.
What the fuck?
And guess what happened after that?
I think you went berserk.
No, they made Tracer gay.
What? What? What
Okay,
the?
now this is what put me into hiding, Just, they started attaching my face to these, like, images of, like, atrocities. One of the images was actually King Kong, like, holding a plane in his hand and, like, biting its, like, head off. But instead of King Kong, it was actually me.
Oh, that's horrible.
And instead of a plane, it was a woman.
Mm. Oh yeah,
yeah,
that must have sucked.
yeah, it was a very stressful time. Let me tell you that.
This
Next topic.
uh, of course, you got most of your fame of the hog rap song. Where did your idea for the hog rap song come from?
So, if you don't know, I'm actually from a gang,
Mm-hmm.
Crow Gang.
Yeah.
Crow Gang is a very this gang has long ties, and I don't know if you've ever been to this land. It's called Funky Monks, but
Oh
it's
yeah. I've been there
basically
with my family like a while back.
yeah, it's Crow Gang. There was like a ghetto in Funky Monks. It was kind of brewed in the ghetto, sort of like O Block, but a bit more like
Little Italy.
Venezuelan, a bit more Venezuelan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a bit like Little Italy, but instead of like
Because
instead of
you were raised in Little Italy.
I
Heard.
was, yes,
Yeah.
but instead of pizza, it's more like Longorios. Longorios is a famous chain.
Yeah.
Also, Krusties. Krusties is a very good chain. I used to work at Krusties.
Yeah, it's a classic. I
It's
haven't
a
been there. Classic.
classic. Have been there, worked there. When my first money in there. But anyway, so this is Crow Gang, and basically, little did we know, the government of Funky Monks was actually ruled by none other than the Albanian mafia.
Oh.
So the Albanian mafia was running the government, and the Albanian mafia really like rap music. Not like good rap music. It's like shitty fucking like EDM, like crunk, you know.
Oh, you mean
Not,
like
not even like the good crunk. Not even good crunk like Lil Jon
Oh, that's
or like 3 6 Mafia, like sipping on some scissor. Not even that type of shit. It's
yeah.
like Soldier Boy, you know.
Ah, that's a great rapper.
It's a great rapper, awful music. But anyway, so there was sort of a dish war, but it wasn't rap. So it was more like, you know, organized killings of members of Crow Gang in the street. And really, I just disagree with that, to be honest. It's not like I don't agree with killing people, really. But, so the leading member of Crow Gang, who you may or may not know, he was actually in hog rap. He released a famous diss song. This was a classic. You know the song "The Message" by Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah, I know that.
This song is like that, but for like real rap music. None of that woke rap made by
The black
POCs.
The black rap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This is like the Big Bang. If I send you the link, would you be able to pull the song up?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do it.
You can do it. So, yeah. You can do it. Get this fucking head off. So that was Rob Schneider. He's in the studio right now.
It's
He's recording his next comedy album.
what was his last one called? I forgot.
What was it?
Like Rob Schneider's last comedy album had like a really funny name.
My hot Mexican wife doesn't love me anymore.
No, it was Soy Sauce and the Holocaust. It was a really fun one.
Oh, that was just one of his.
Have you bought it on vinyl?
Yeah.
Wait, should I stream the comment discog to you? Like on
Yeah, well, if you can record it, then that's fine.
Yeah,
but I want to hear it as well. This is put the volume up.
You have to experience it again.
This is a classic.
Yeah. Oh, this goes hard. I'm getting boner.
Good game. Hold on.
Ayo, White Obama and
Ayo,
the Pussy
White
3M.
Obama
Don't you
and the Pussy
realize by
3M?
now that I am the Crow Man? Getting bitches as much as you'll be getting your stitches. When I walk up to you and put you in the ditches, I forget to open the door.
Classic.
Don't turn it off. Play the whole
Or
thing.
for your sister, but it doesn't matter because she likes it when I kiss her. 3M's rolls are bigger than the size of his ego, and they keep getting bigger cause he can't stop eating Cheetos. Specky, my man, it's about damn time. Gonna cry like a pussy and whine. You got a 2-inch penis, a soy boy by design. You gonna run to your mommy while you scream 9-9. Now that that's done, unban me from the server, or you like sucking dick more than eating out your sister. Axel, 3M, George, Specky, and Leader Leafer, you should cool yourself down to heal yourself from this bird.
So that's really one of the classic songs. If you listen to that song, if you listen to the lyrics of that song, basically you can hear how intense that was for the rap community of the time, because it's legitimately just like pound, like destroying all these members of Funky Monks.
Yeah, I get
like
it.
it's like it's like a slaughter of a chicken, you know.
Yeah.
Now what you may be wondering is, how does that play into the creation of hog rap?
Yeah, your number one single everywhere in the world, even like on Mars and shit. It was like number one everywhere for like 2 months.
Currently, that song has made triple platinum. I am not bragging, I am just stating the facts. But, sold 6 million copies of this single has been sold all over the world. And
Isn't that a bit too much?
No.
Oh,
Because you know why that's not too much?
why isn't it?
That's not even like half the population of Guatemala. So like half of every family in Guatemala like owns this track. The reason it's so popular in America is because people have been pirating it, which I totally agree. Pirates are fucking awesome. You know?
Yeah, man, I love pirating. Like,
So anyway,
and shit.
yeah, come and drink around. There's a war in your country. Israel are bombing your citizens. Come and drink.
Aren't they also like also Muslim or something?
This is why Ailstorm is the best band.
It's the most
So-
based band in the world ever. Next to like Clawfinger
Clawfinger, Pantera, and Leonard Skinner.
and David Allen Coe, of course.
Yeah, okay. So anyways, that song, it was like imprinted in my brain. I've always had a musical streak, but until I listened to that song, I've never been able to express myself, yo. So I listened to that song and I thought, that's flipping epic. But I didn't have anything to write a song about until a couple while later. There was a war between Crow Gang and this gang called the Good Time Boys. Good Time Boys is practically stuff of legend right now.
Explain what the Good Times Voice was, if even people can comprehend that information.
Now, what I'm about to say may cause distress to certain individuals. This is a heavy topic. I do regret some of the stuff that has happened in this situation, but we're gonna move on because history is history, and you have to learn from history to make the past a better place. So anyways, Good Time Boys is essentially an ethnic minority in Funky Monks. Basically, they've been genocided against, not too dissimilar from the Rwandan genocide, except a little bit worse. Funky Monks basically destroyed this community, boiled them in boiling milk, plucked their hair out, and basically just removed any trace of this ethnicity. But essentially, this was like, you know, MS-13. That's not, yeah, no MS-13. You know what MS-13 is?
What? MSM or 13?
MS-13.
No, I don't know. Can you tell the viewers at home?
It's a El Salvadorian gang basically formed in like the prisons of America because El Salvadorians were being held in prison for so long.
Oh, I think
Basically, Good Time Boys.
I've maybe been in the gang for some time. I don't remember.
Yeah, I've done comedy shows in prisons with that gang. They're a really nice bunch. El Salvadorians make the best roast human. But anyway, Good Time Boys was essentially a gang formed in the ghettos of Funky Monks just before they were about to be shipped off on the Harrier jets. You know, the Funky Monks would actually use Harrier jets. They would attach people to the bottom of a Harrier jet, like fly it up into the air maybe, and then fly it straight back down and crush them. It was really
Sorry, guys. I tried to have like a straight flame when you're telling this shit. Okay. Yeah, it's horrible.
Sorry, man. It's really emotional. They stopped making Harrier jets after that. But anyway, so Good Time Boys essentially was formed in one of these Harrier jets when the pilot was actually Tom Cruise filming one of his Mission Impossible movies. He didn't even know there was a genocide going on. He just saw a Harrier jet and was like, dude, I have to film this right now. And so we got in the Harrier jet and took off. And the guys underneath it were like, Tom Cruise, that's flipping epic. But they flew. Tom Cruise, as he was flying over the flyover states, he flew over Oklahoma, and he dropped these Good Time Boys like by balloon, like the Berlin airlift, you know.
Yeah.
You know the Berlin airlift.
Yeah.
He dropped them like balloon over Oklahoma, dropped them into Shawnee, Oklahoma, onto Ranch Road, and basically the rest is history. Ranch Road is the current base of operations for Good Time Boys. We do a lot of shady stuff there, you know, meth cooking.
Yeah, okay, that's whole crap.
If you've ever heard of feederism, you know feederism.
No, I don't.
You know stuffers.
What is?
You know what a stuffer is?
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know. I'm just
So search it up on Urban Dictionary.
Okay. It's the most reliable source.
Or maybe Reddit if you want.
No.
Reddit is.
Urban.
Reddit is. I think Reddit is more better.
The stuffer is used in the fetish community to this. Fuck.
What?
Okay, I know what a stuffer is.
So it's when someone like feeds someone to make them fat.
Like
But
reviewing
anyways,
someone, like reviewing someone with a tube.
So yeah, Good Time Boys is really the top export of stuffer porn. They're actually a sovereign nation, you know, like the Indian reservations.
I think
It's
I've seen
so-
some of the movies. They're really good.
Yeah, it's a sovereign nation, so it has its own laws. It's actually completely legal to do that. It's also legal to own casinos and like assault weapons, RPGs. Yeah, the actual leader of Good Time Boys' name is Brendan Lee Davis. He owns a couple of bazookas. That's just like he collects them. He also owns shotguns, but bazookas are his like favorite. So Good Time Boys and Crow Gang had a bit of a squabble because one member of Good Time Boys, who will not be named, essentially caused like a sort of in-war in Crow Gang. You know, have you ever seen Breaking Bad?
I have seen it.
Where Walter White was like messing with Jesse's head, like pretending to poison the kid, but then he doesn't, but then he did.
Yeah, it was really confusing.
Now imagine if Walter was not Walter and it was someone else. And then Walter was also getting destroyed. But then there was a third guy, he was fat, and he walks in and he goes, okay, who are the cannolis?
Okay, that's interesting. Keep on.
So that kind of caused a war between good time boys. It's sort of like not like the Cold War. I want to think of a different example. Uh, Not like North Korea.
Star
Not
Wars?
like. It was a bit like. Have you ever played Killzone?
Yeah, I have. I have.
In Killzone, there's two factions.
Mhm.
There's the Klingons and the Helghast,
Mhm.
and the Klingons are like the really like cool, rich ones, and the Helghast,
They say
the
stuff like,
Helghast, the Helghast. No, the Klingons, the Klingons are cool. They're like humans, so like like Confederates, sort of. And the Helghast are like the nasty. They live on this cold planet with like nothing. There's like fucking no fuel, no resources, no food. So they're like genetically mutated. They kind of look like a balding chimp. But anyway, um, that's Good Time Boys, and the Klingons are pro gang, and essentially it was sort of like a animosity between the two, and it was sort of like a sort of thing going on. But the thing with Crow Gang is we actually allowed visas to any of the Good Time Boys because we were so nice. We actually let them have visas. It wasn't into Crow Gang, it was into the US, but we gave them visas anyway. But anyway, this rap song I made, Hog Rap, it encapsulates the style of the era, which was hogs, and
like the.
to an extent.
And do you mean with
What?
hogs like
Yeah?
the penis, or do you mean the animal?
Have you ever heard of a hog fart before?
I haven't.
Hog. Have you heard of a hog fart? So that's a hog fart is essentially sort of, I don't know how to describe it. Somewhere in between Zen and like the Force from Star Wars.
Oh, okay, I think I get it.
And it's sort of like that, but it's like a hog's fart. So anyway, this is this song. So we go through each individual lyric like Genius.
Oh, sure.
Do
Do you have the
think that's what I
lyrics?
do?
Or
I
sorry.
don't need the lyrics. I know like every lyric. No, just bring up the song and play each lyric like individually.
Okay, we're going. I'm really excited for this because I've been a fan for the song for like years and years now, and
Uh-huh.
I bought it when it came out. Actually, I played it
Yeah.
so much that
I
it
mean,
broke.
we released the first couple of European singles in the Netherlands because I was in Amsterdam. But anyways,
The cable car.
what's yeah, yeah. I mean,
It's actually like a funny movie.
it is funny. It's underrated.
It's
Underrated,
yeah.
man. It's
Yeah, that's
underrated.
Mark.
Never seen it.
Classic.
Underrated. Never seen it. Yeah. Okay, pause.
Nostalgia hits already.
This beat was made in my Bronx studio. I don't live in the Bronx at the time. I was actually living in Manhattan. I was back in Little Italy because there was COVID going on, and I think the best thing to do at that point was to just mingle around with my local area and just get to grips with like how I used to grow up. But anyways, I was living in Little Italy and I had to travel to the Bronx each day to record this song. This song actually took about, I would say, 4 months to complete. This 4.5 minute song. It took about 4 months to complete.
I just have
For many reasons.
I just have a question, really in between. Do
Yeah.
you remember?
Yep. 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 Yep.
Okay, but in 2005, we actually filled in for Opie and Anthony on the Opie and Anthony show on Sirius FM because they got the Chinese virus. Do you remember that time?
2005.
What?
2005.
Yeah,
What? What are you saying?
like in 2005.
I was in prison. I was in prison in
No.
2005.
You filled in for Opie Anthony with me.
I was in prison in 2005.
Oh, I'm confused. It was
That's when I got.
2000.
That's where I got. That's where I got. That's where I got my teardrop tattoo on my left eye.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I think I'm.
Little did I,
I think I'm confusing you with.
little did I
some-
know in prison having a tattoo on your left eye. It's kind of like having an earring on your right ear. It's like the gay side. So I had to get that covered up.
Yeah, let's go.
But anyways, yeah. What were you saying?
In process. Calling all units to my location
Pause.
now.
Pause.
I paused it.
Okay, you will never. You will never. So that drum beat there is actually a very good drum beat. You want to know about that?
No.
Yeah, you do. So. Okay. Okay.
Are
Pause.
these actually sounds from shootings of your gang?
Yes, actually. So we don't shoot people and literally we moved to Chinatown because at the time the China virus was going on. We felt like it was a good way to get back at the CCP. So we kind of just went around Chinatown and started like kind of shooting into shops, throwing like Molotovs in the windows. We weren't really killing anyone. We were just kind of like causing a ruckus, A couple guys came out, started karate fighting. That wasn't really like the main focus. The main focus was like sort of showing them the American way. But yeah, a couple police came over and started shooting and like sirens. So we decided to film the ruckus.
I actually heard that one of your gang members was there with like a big bag on his with a big bag with a tape recorder recording all the sounds. Is he still alive?
Yeah,
Did he survive the shooting?
he is still alive, but he did have to have some parts of his body amputated because he did get shrapnel in his body.
Yeah, that's horrible. My grandpa got that in the Second World War when he was fighting the Americans.
Yeah, he had to have everything from the neck down removed.
We need to get these hog rappers off the streets.
Hog rap, how do you do? I'd like to warmly welcome you
Can you explain more about this lyric?
I play that lyric until the end of the lyric.
to the world of a hog fart where we strike fear into enemy heart.
There, yeah, sure. That lyric is the second iteration of what that would be. It originally was hog rap, how do you do? I'd like to welcome you, blah blah blah. Instead of where we strike fear into enemy hearts, it was where we consider hog rock to be an art. Now, I
That's
changed
smart.
this lyric. Now, that lyric was a good lyric, but I felt like it gave the wrong impression. But it said, we consider hog rock to be an art. But actually, in 2022, hog rock was added to the list of arts. So this lyric is kind of like saying, well, we consider painting to be an art. It doesn't make sense. Also, it did kind of restrict my flow on live performances. So the change in this lyric was kind of necessary. And let me tell you something, this lyric was actually given to me by my good associate, O.T. Boney, classic rapper, classic drug dealer. He died. Don't. Yeah, classic drug dealer. He died.
He died. How old was he?
He was like 12, I think.
Oh yeah. My grandpa died when he was 12. When he was fighting the Americans.
The rules all conform. It's been this way ever since I was born. The hog is alive and the hog stays true. And now the hog is coming for you.
So that lyric is completely true. Do not follow the rules or conform. It's been this way ever since I was born. Hog fight has been going on since 1979, back when the hog was sort of established as a fighting force in America. Hog will never die.
A bit like the Baptist church.
Yeah, a bit like the Confederates. You cannot stop the Confederates. Yeah.
Mm.
Yo, hog rap. Yo, hog rock. Yo, hog with me, hog with you. You can't be a part of our hog crew.
Is this
Hug
related?
with me, hug with you. This is a classic line. Hug with me, hug with you. This essentially means like a sort of when a hog converses with another hog, there's sort of a transfer of energy of hog farts from one to the other. You know, you're passing the vig from one person to another, and essentially that's what it means. Hug with me, hug with you. It's sort of like saying shalom. You know, it's like hug with me, hug with you. What's going on? You can't be a part of our hog crew. This essentially means we are an ethno state. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I get it. You're like the Jews, but even more power.
Despite the BS, despite the lies, the hog stays strong and never dies.
Is this true? Does the hog never die? Because I heard a lot of gang members died. Or is it more about
The hog itself never dies. A lot of members of the hog have died, but the hog itself will not die.
And what if I killed all the members at once? Will the hog die then, or will there be?
You don't know. You don't understand the hog. The hog will not die. It's like a hog that doesn't die.
Yeah, but like imagine if I killed everything, every hog member, and I burned all the evidence, and I went like Will Smith in Men in Black with that shiny lamp thing around everyone in the world. Do you think the hog has died then, or is it still alive? Because no one knows about it.
But think about it. You will know about it.
No, because I also brainwashed myself into forgetting about it.
But little did you know, inside the Men in Black machine, there's a little hog, and he's taking up one's memories. He's writing down.
Imagine there wasn't. It was my thing. It was my invention.
Yeah, well, imagine a world in which the world is made out of delicious candied nuts.
Yeah, but that's not my world.
No, wait a second. Think about it for a second. Imagine a world in which everything was made out of candied nuts. Just think about it.
Yeah.
Don't even say anything. Just think about it. That's a pretty sweet world, am I right?
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet world.
Okay, move on.
It's a hog knock life out there. You might make a stain in your underwear.
Do people make stains in their underwear?
Yes, but it's not the usual colors. You may think it might be brown or yellow, or if you're a woman, red.
Or pink.
Yeah, it can be pink. In hog, it is red, but it's not like a woman's red. It's more like a really bright red. And this is because hogs, more often than not, are constipated. This is because the toilets in Little Italy are square. I was in Little Italy not too long ago. I was on the toilet and it was square.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I'm browning out. I don't know why.
Is it a reference to the band Ween?
What did you say?
Is it a reference to the band Ween? The browning?
No, it's a reference to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia's best character, Mac, who says
He's not the best character.
he was, he used to be.
Yeah, now they turned him woke.
They turned him woke. They made him Dutch and they made him gay.
They made him a faggot.
Yeah.
That's okay, let's go on.
Run you over like I'm Walter White, shoot you up in the middle of the night. Demon text is what we read, and we're always smoking weed. I've sang a
Pause, you fucking fuck. Run you over like I'm Walter White, classic spoiler from Breaking Bad. This is where Walter White runs over those Mexican guys. Shoot you up in the middle of the night. This refers to our night operations. Demon text is what we read. Demon text is a classic. I can get you one right now, and I'll read it right now if you want.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me just find one of these classic demon texts. Hold on. Demon text. Here we go.
Fuck your mommy right in the pussy. Where did
Here we. No, I haven't sent it. Hold on, I'm gonna say it right now.
Hold on. Just wait a
Yeah,
minute.
I've got the demon text up. I've got it. I've got it up. Okay. Are you giving me permission to? Yeah, keep that on. I will enter your home silently while you dream about kittens and
It
rainbows
isn't recording
and other
visuals
fantasies
right
and friendship cloths in chloroform, while my business associate in crime ties your hands to your head to stretch you out. You will smoothly strap you to a chair and inform on you. Various subjects like mathematical equations, like mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Then we will blow your head off with a shotgun, only to reattach it using meat hooks that are summoned from a magical box won in a poker game in Morocco. We will dissolve your fingers in acid and then force you to listen to champagne by Five-Finger Death Punch. Then you will be thrown into a gladiator-style arena where we will choose between sword, axe, or boomerang, and be forced to fight to the death. The victor will then be monitored by robotic butterflies, which will self-destruct due to a malfunction, killing you instantly.
What the fuck are you doing with your life?
No,
First,
in
we will
this
clip your strings off and replace them with spaghetti. Then we will chop off your fingers and replace them with someone else's in order to kill your tone. We will infect you with various substances such as heroin, psilocybin, and cheese in order to have you in the perfect state for writing music. But we will accidentally overdose you and you will die, only to be resurrected and forced to write Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue. Then we will assassinate you by pouring lemon juice in your unfinished maple fretboard, killing you instantly.
It's called a demon text.
That is the demon text.
That's the demon text. Yeah, the classic
I'm gonna send you one. There's this website. Have you heard of it?
I haven't heard of the website.
Wait a second. I forgot what it's called. Hold on. What have you sent me? There we go. There's this website called Chimp Mania. Have you heard of it?
I haven't heard of it. I'm going to the...
You haven't heard of Chimp Mania, Doc?
I haven't heard of chimpmania.com. And
I don't know.
so it's chimpmania.com.
Chimpmania.com.
It won't load.
Uh-oh. Just... We're gonna look down to
Bad
the...
gateway.
Go back. Look down at the third one. Just look at the, yeah. So this is a wild demon text I found. This was being made by Nazis. I just sent you it there. I don't read this out, just read it. This is a wild demon text. Like a river called
Gips met Scoochie. Zet like... Suddenly I fear the suddenly easily deprived prep resolve will be Pennywise if the fast fooders enough. Doe dat vers Piccadilly Parsco voor Peanuts at the chop shop met een bullshit YouTube market in the case holding with a far more profitable use of the lucky with blue chip all behind those the carcass the carcass are not, but as the evil force of is generation reviewed the charms rise accordingly. These interspecies pairing between human and Nathans are so unnatural in general. Shut the fuck up, I'm just reading this.
This is like when women culturally approach.
Wait, I want to change the org. Take down the racist Chimpmania website. It got a lot of updates. My beautiful baby boy Elwie was born with a rare condition that left his balls outside of his body. That's a skill issue, man. It's a you problem. After birth, he had to have life-saving surgery 2 years ago. It was the most terrifying experience of her family. I think it was more terrifying that your parents were like in slavery or something, Ashton. But okay, we shared Albie's story online to let others know that they weren't alone. But last week we were told that his name and pictures were taken and posted on the forum where he was made fun of people using racist slurs. All this happened on the white supremacist website Chimpmania. What the fuck is Chimpmania? I need to know this.
This is the wildest website I've ever seen. I enjoy a good, a funny joke all the time. I like Dave Chappelle. I went on this website. This is like the worst thing I've ever seen, dude. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. This is like somewhere in between Hitler and like slavery. This is like worse than slavery. This is like what Hitler thought of Jews, but slavery.
Human text is what we read, and we're always smoking weed. I've sang enough in this verse while you're getting carried off in a hearse. Here's a little feature from a guy I know. He's from the land of the Gang of Crow.
See, I bet you if you pop those jeans off, you
Pause.
I want to go to the other questions. I don't want to do it like a genius with you of this entire fucking song.
What do you mean? I'm gonna do the entire song.
We only have like a few. We only have like 14 minutes left. We're not gonna handle the entire fucking song. I just want to.
We'll do the entire song. Anyway, so.
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do the entire song. I got this job, and my job was to interview people for 60 minutes. I've been interviewing you, and you've been the most obnoxious guest I ever had. And I had George Clooney, I had Rob Schneider, and I even had Jim Norton, the most obnoxious guy on the planet. And you ruin it. You ruin my entire show. I've been doing this since like 1950. I've had the Grateful Dead here. I've had Bob Dylan here. I've had Fish here. Fish, the singer of Marillion. Do you know him?
No.
Fuck you. And you're ruining my entire show. Just let me ask the questions. Maybe if we have time.
Listen. Hold on a sec. Listen. Take it easy, babe.
That's it. I'm going to the next question. I'm not. Okay, fine. Fine.
Hog crap. All these bitches smell like hog crap. All these pieces of shit.
This is Crowman.
I know.
Leader of
Kill yourself.
Kosh, who the fuck is you, little homo? 5
That's homophobic.
for a little gay ass
Yes.
virgin homo Mephi. The guy who killed John Lennon, bro. Fat head, she a girl look like a guy though. David, trying to get her hog snapped. Getting desperate for a whiff of that hog whap. Paco, jumping off a bridge, really bro. Sending chicks some pics of his lil cho. Sylvester, Ryan, Lydia, Olivia. All these little clowns make you smile, they're hilarious. Good time boys only listens to David Bowie. Little nerds getting bullied. Bitch, I'm getting blowies.
What was it about the dick pics that someone sent? Can you tell me about that?
That's a classic story.
Just make it quick.
That's an absolute classic.
Fuck you.
Sandra Longoria gives me euphoria. I'm a hog star.
These hogs are up to no good. We need to kill them all.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking. Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking. Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops sticking. Chickadee China.
Two in the brain just to end the pain. How much more do I have to explain? There ain't enough room for both of us, so get your fat ass back on the bus. Cut you up like a pig. I have to ask, what's the big? What you get is what you see. Just shit your pants when you see me.
Do people shit their pants when they see you?
Yes.
Guys, I'm surrounded by hogs. I have no escape. These hogs are gonna kill me. They're gonna turn me into bacon.
You guys have a Denny's?
Where's the sample from?
You'll never know.
I'm gonna find out.
You won't know. You will never find out.
I will find out. I found out.
You'll never find. You'll never find it.
Hey, where's your phone?
Oh, it's. I've seen this one.
You guys have a Denny's?
Classic.
Where is this from?
Just search up Kangaroo Jack. Funny scene reaction.
Kangaroo. Love Google.
No, just search up on YouTube. Kangaroo Jack. Funny scene reaction. Yeah.
Hey, where's your phone?
Around near the Danny's.
You guys have a Denny's?
Learning from the Chuckle Sandwich podcast, he was actually watching Kill of the Hill porn, and it was making him laugh, makes this clip so much better. Wow. I don't watch Super Mega, so I don't get this.
Anyways.
Good time, boys. You're done.
Hog rap number 1. Hog rap.
So this is the cover the Melvins did.
Yes.
And this is not. This takes too fucking long. Fuck your song. Okay, we know the story behind fucking fuck you.
Try getting it out. Yeah, try getting it out.
Okay. I'm gonna ask some more questions.
Go on, try getting it out. Try getting it out.
Kill yourself. When you uploaded the Wata series, did you know it would make the cultural impact that it would have today?
I did know it would make a cultural impact. You know, I'm really good with that type of thing. I did not know it would do so well in South Korea.
And do people still recognize? Do those filthy Koreans still recognize you because of hog rap or more about Wata?
You see, what the in Korean means I love to eat dog. And that's a thing. and that's like the Korean way of saying, "What's up? You know, how you doing? How's it going?"
And they go up to you and say Wata. They say Wata. They say Wata.
And
this is
yeah, and they go, "This is how." That's how you say dog in Korean. You say, this is, so it's in the actual Korean accent. It will be "This is how," but that's I'm kind of rusty on my Korean.
Yeah, I get it, man. So you took a short break because you went to Afghanistan for a few years.
I went to Afghanistan, yeah. In
How was your
2021,
experience there?
in 2021, it was kind of tough for the Taliban. You know, they had to take control of the whole government, like keep the population in check. You know, I did go over there. Yes, I did sell them guns. Yes, I am kind of a nice guy. So what?
I just want to jerk off to elephant porn. What were you
What?
saying?
Elephant Mario?
Just
Or yeah, my top two.
I
My
love
top two elephant scenes in movies. Number one, Freddy Got Fingered. Number two, Grimsby.
You know, fucking Tom Green. So, did you kill any civilians in Afghanistan?
Probably, yeah. Probably a couple dozen, I'd say.
Yeah, that happens. It's an accident.
It's an accident. Plus, the police, the military police, they cleared it. They said those people were like practically nothing. They said it was completely fine. You know, they were like nothing. There was like no repercussions at all. It was like not a problem. You know.
I have a very interesting question. Who inspired you to do this?
To do what?
To everything.
To do everything? What's that supposed to mean?
Who the fuck inspired you to do like all the stuff you got famous for?
Oh, Fluffy.
Who the fuck is Fluffy?
Fucking Google it.
Oh, it's Fluffy the comedian. I thought it was like
Yeah.
your stupid childhood pet bunny who got eaten by a fox because you thought it was funny to throw it at a fox.
No, Fluffy, fucking Carlos Iglesias.
Yeah, I know who he is. He's funny.
What's his name? Manuel
Speedy
Iglesias.
Gonzalez is his name.
What's his Gabriel Iglesias? There we go.
Julio Iglesias, fuck his music. But okay.
I'm not fat. I'm fluffy.
You're that Fluffy. You have diabetes and you're gonna die soon, Fluffy.
Wait, are you trying to tell me I have type 2 adult onset diabetes?
Yeah. It's right
Yeah,
behind
okay.
you, isn't it?
Alright, next question.
Are there any plans for the James S brand in the future?
We've already released a couple sneaky trainers, sneakers, training tennis shoes.
Mm.
Now, what's unique about these shoes is that they actually have a pump in the bottom, so that when you run, it kind of like bounces you, so you look autistic. You know how autistic people kind of have a bounce in their step.
Okay, let's continue this. Let's make of this 60-minute episode. Let's make the 70 minutes interview.
Yeah,
Because there's
it's
so
only
much.
been 56 minutes for me, but whatever.
I'm gonna check the recording. I've been recording for an hour now. Okay, let's
Yeah,
go.
whatever. We'll make it
Whatever.
the 71.5 minutes.
We just make them as long as we want. I've been doing this job for literal years, and I think I
Yeah,
can get away
and
with it.
let's not forget I am being paid by the government to keep money in MS-13, but that's completely unrelated.
Is this a cry for help?
No, MS-13 is my favorite gang, except for Crow Gang.
And you've been really political lately. You've changed your profile picture on the Discord to an Confederate flag.
It's actually a Leonard Skinner logo with the Confederate flag as like the sort of font color.
Okay, but what's your favorite Lynyrd Skynyrd album?
Pronounced Leonard Skinner.
You fucking poser! You fucking.
No. Okay, my second favorite is Give Me Back My Bullets. Yeah, that's a deep cut.
Give me back your bullets. Okay.
Give Me Back My Bullets. Yeah, deep cut.
You fucking faggot. What's your favorite Allman Brothers album?
What are you saying?
What's your favorite Allman Brothers album.
Almond Brothers?
Allman
What is that,
Brothers.
a couple? Wait, almond like the food? Are you telling me
No,
almonds
it's
are
not
the
Allman
making,
like the
are
fucking
you
food.
telling me almonds
It's a
are
southern
making
rock band, and
music
you should
now?
know them because you're a fucking redneck cosplay.
Are you telling me
I
there's
I told you
two
to not do this cosplay. Don't do the fucking cosplay. Don't do the fucking roleplay as a redneck. Just do the 2000s disc jockey thing.
Are you telling me they got almonds making music right now?
They made the fucking Top Gear team.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did.
Okay, I like my favorite one is Peaches, Bacon, and Brothers. Yeah,
That's not even an album.
it is Peaches, Bacon, and Brothers.
No, it isn't.
It is.
No, it isn't.
Google Peaches, Bacon, and Brothers, but Brothers is spelled with a Z.
If I'm gonna see some fucked up shit, and peaches, bacon, brothers. What the fuck is this? The Bacon
What is
Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you. Okay, but what are some more questions I can ask? Did you really 420 Blitzscope a brownie?
Yes.
Next question. You've been that's the 60-minute alarm, but we are going to do it a bit longer. Okay, turn it off. You've been teasing a bit on Twitter that you're writing the new Paul movie,
Yeah.
and I heard that Norm Macdonald was supposed to be involved, but then he got killed by the government.
Yeah, he got killed in a terrible accident. Did you hear
Yeah,
about it?
national tragedy, you know.
Yeah, it's called the death of Norm Macdonald.
It's
Tragic.
it's crazy because I was also working on the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, and can you tell the people more about
Essentially,
it?
so
What's the plot gonna be
we
about?
called up Nigel Clark and Roger Dunphy, and we said, "Hey, do you want to come back and rewrite, redo your roles as the guys from Paul?" And they said, because they're British, they said, "Oh yes, I'd love to. I'd absolutely love
You
to."
fucking cunt.
What? What are you
What?
saying?
I didn't say anything, but you're imagining shit, man.
Okay. But the real issue was getting Paul to agree to come back. He's like the Gene Simmons of aliens, you know. He's a bit of a shyster. But eventually we got him back, and we were filming it, it was all good. But there was like an issue, so we said, you know what, we're gonna take a month's break. We all went everywhere, you know, vacation, whatever. Paul went to New York. I took him to New York. We did some cocaine. Then the next day, Paul said, "I'm gonna go on a boat trip." And I said, "Okay, that's a good idea. Boat trip to New York, you know. I wouldn't do one. I'm not a tourist. I live here. But let me just tell you this. Because he's an alien, he doesn't know the difference between a boat and a submarine. Ladies and gentlemen, he is on that submarine underneath the water right now.
Have you ever seen a
And he
submarine
is
above the
dead.
water, like flying? No, you haven't.
Yes,
Oh.
I was in one. Yeah, I was in one the other day, you fuck. Called the fucking Intrepid.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, Paul is on that submarine with the Titanic that crashed. Hopefully, because he's an alien, he can like do something cool. He'll maybe pop a quip or something. They'll say like weed, and then like fly out of the submarine like Superman.
That's
I don't know what aliens do.
That's cool when
Yeah.
you're high.
Yeah, that's the fact.
You guys are going high. Because I got high.
Next question.
Can you sing your Rasta song now?
I would have to send you the beat.
No, you haven't.
No, I would have to. Well, I can't even send you it because it's not letting me. So deal with it. The rest of the song will come back when I feel like it.
Okay, next question. Are we gonna see a Hulk rap sequel? I mean,
Yes.
it's been 30 years already.
Hog Rap 2 is coming out. And I think you've heard it. I've sent you it. I've already sent you it.
I've heard it,
Like,
but I want to hear it again.
Well, fucking play it then.
No, I don't have the file.
You have the file. You fucking made a sound clip of it.
Oh, I
You
did.
definitely have the file.
I have the Peter file, the Peter file.
You have the Peter Griffin file.
I have the Peter.
Hey, Morty. This is my impression of Morty. Hey, I'm Morty.
Morty, what the fuck, some bitches in the ass.
That was funny. Okay,
That-
next question.
No, I'm trying to find the file now.
Okay, find it.
I'm finding it. No, I'm not.
I'm working
on it. I did find some old pictures I used for the tribute video. Oh, yeah, can you explain to the people how you came back to life? Because you died in January of cardiac arrest and then you came back alive.
Well, I was on a trip to Kingston Town in Jamaica. Did a little bit of a skid in my car while it was raining because it was the wet season. I did crash. I did go flying out of the window. I did almost die. Don't worry, I came back to life.
No, I thought you were dead all along. There was a...
No, it was kind of like a Shadow the Hedgehog situation.
No, I'm not laughing. Just continue talking.
Wait. No, I'm just looking at this fucking GIF you sent me. That looks delicious.
I do have Fly Away.
Yeah, play that one.
That's it's not Hulk rap because I can't find it because I'm lazy as shit right now. But we need to hear your cover of Walk This Way by Triggerfinger.
I wasn't paying attention. What were you saying?
What did you say?
Yeah. Ooh.
Let's go. I wish that I could fly.
Why aren't you using this mic for all the chats?
What are you talking about?
You have a perfect mic. You have a perfect fucking mic. And you're using the shitty compressed shit mic and Nokia mic. Why the fuck are you doing this? Do you know how much I suffered? I couldn't understand you, so I just nodded along all these months. And I found that you had this great mic actually. Fuck you.
So very high into the sky.
That's so business.
Just like a dragon.
I know.
I'd fly above the trees, over the seas in all degrees, to anywhere I please. Oh, I want to get away. I wanna fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to get away. I wanna fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on. Let's go and see the stars, the Milky Way, or even Mars, where it could.
Fuck.
You idiot. You idiot.
Fuck.
You
Shit.
idiot.
Fuck. Shit. Piss, fuck,
You
shit, piss,
stupid
fuck, shit.
fucking stupid ass. Stupid
You
motherfucker.
filthy animal.
You're really filthy, Frank. Are you gonna put the song? Are you gonna put the song back on or
No,
what,
fuck
dude?
you.
Okay, that's it. You're getting blocked.
No, I'm gonna put the song back on. I'm gonna put the song back on. I promise, babe. I promise.
You don't want to wake up the flipping demon.
It's James album coming soon. Collaborations.
Yeah. Stupid.
Can't stop the blood. Let's fade into sound. With the spirits flying. I want to get away.
I left by accident.
I want to get away. I wanna fly away. Well, I gotta get Lenny Kravitz.
This is the best bit.
Gotta get away. Carlos Santana.
Get away! This sucks because it's really compressed and I don't know how bad you recorded this, man.
Carlos Santana. He actually recorded this.
He's playing too fast. Why is he playing so fast? Now he's playing too slow. And why does it still sound like shit?
Nobody's cover.
Oh no, it's not like good. He's playing too fast again. That's gonna be my cover. I want to rape a gay. I'm gonna fly a plane into the World Trade Center. That's my cover. And
That's really funny.
That's really funny indeed. Let's check out some other funny stuff.
How about we check out the song? Pull up some pics of Lenny Kravitz. Yes. Hey.
It's still playing for the recording.
You fuck.
Come on, girl. Let's fly away. Yeah.
What did you say? What?
Oh, woman.
Let me be here. Okay, that's the 60 minutes. Done.
No, I want to make one more thing. Do you see this guy right here?
Yep.
Do you see this picture right here?
Yep.
Where's the full uncensored? Wait.
It's not gonna fucking show up, idiot.